Hi, how are you all this evening? Um, I'm back to make another video, or attempt to anyhow. My name is Shannon, in the event you don't know, and just going to kind of sit in front of the camera again and talk and see what comes up. Hopefully something good, something interesting. I will touch some on, on my previous video I talked about hormones a little bit, and I'll talk a little bit more about those this evening and how they've affected me personally. Um, for those of you, or just to let you all know, that I'm in the very, very early stages of my transition. Um, I've only been on hormone therapy in my 10th month now, and I have seen some pretty significant changes in that short period of time. I know some do and some don't. Um, I think we all wish there would always be more. We always want more, but I can speak for myself, that's for sure. But, it is what it is, and you have to work with what you have. When you look at me, you can see I'm older, and I need a lot of work. I need a lot of transition. Hopefully, I'll get more significant changes coming following continuing my hormones. But on the other side, I need some surgical procedures in a very, very desperate way. I mean, I have a lot of male characteristics that I really need to fix. Um, Mostly facial. My body is in good shape, relatively speaking. I run. I take pretty good care of myself. I'm a non-smoker. I did smoke, however, for a lot of years, but I haven't smoked in probably 20 years. And that might even be longer than the age of some of you. But at any rate, I was hard on my body growing up. I didn't take care of it. I was typical um, abuse, I guess you could say. But now I'm very concerned with bodily appearances and things. I want to look nice. Um, I can only become as feminine and as attractive as I can be, but um, I don't know. My expectations, I don't think I'm really thinking too high. But surgery definitely would do wonders for me. I'd just really like to get to that point where I can blend and really be recognized all the time as a female. I get ma'amed a lot. I get yes miss, yes ma'am, oh sweetheart, and those kinds of things. But I know too there's a lot of people that it's just obvious that that's a boy. I even get asked, are you a boy or are you a girl? Well, I'm a transsexual. Anyway, the hormones and how they've affected me in the 10 months that I've been on my regimen. Well, let me back up a little. In order to get on HRT, one has to find therapists, counselors, doctors, get it all in order, and spend the money and spend the time and get that all-important letter to move forward with transition if this is the outcome of their therapy. Um, I know here in Phoenix, it's a minimum of 3 to 6 months depending on the individual, and maybe longer before you could even get the letter. My therapist was ready to write my letter on my second visit, but didn't, and besides, I've been in therapy for a couple of years, and some therapy, on several different occasions over the course of my life, and but more importantly, the last few years, specifically my gender dysphoria. And for about a year, I was still in denial that I could be a transsexual. I knew I was. I was just in denial and the fear and all those things of coming out at this point in my lifetime. Huge challenges for me, for everyone, but I'm speaking for me personally. And the decision has been made, and I'm going to go forward. I'm moving forward. I'm on my journey, and I'm going to do the best I can with what I have. So anyway, my therapist, who is very, very special to me. I have two of them. I have two therapists. GP, who is actually is internal medicine. I have an endocrinologist, and I've spoken and done assessments with two surgeons. So 6 doctors already, in hopes of a healthy transition. So anyway, everyone's taking interest in me and has taken me as one of their patients and working with me and myself working with them. And in the beginning, I'll refer from my therapist to go forward with transition. I sought out an endocrinologist, and she was wonderful. Because of my age, my health, everything appeared fine. I don't have any real health issues that I didn't inflict upon myself from coming up through life. But a few broken bones and things like that. And we'll get into those things later too. But health issues, I don't have anything major going on, and so I got that complete physical checkup and checked for cancers and things like that, and everything's still running good. I'm a pretty good running machine so far, and she started me out on a pretty conservative, I guess, regimen. I started out with 2 milligrams of estradiol orally, 200 milligrams a day, 2 100 milligram tablets of spironolactone a day, one in the morning and one in the evening. I think they are 5 milligram tablets of finasteride, and I cut those in half and take one in the morning and one in the evening. And then she also put me on 10 milligrams of medroxyprogesterone. The last 10 days of each month I cycled that, kind of like a woman's cycle. So that's been going on for 10 months, and for the first 3 months it was only 2 milligrams of the estradiol. After that, she did more blood work, and things, there were no complications, and everything looked pretty good, other than I was anemic, and I was bleeding. I had some internal bleeding going on, and I've had that checked out since, and discovered the issues there, and are addressing those, and the bleeding is pretty much subsided. Anyway, so she increased my hormones to 4 milligrams of estradiol and kept everything else the same, the spiro, the finasteride, and the medroxy. So I'm going to stop this video and start another one, because I'm going to run out of time on this subject, and I'll try to do this in 2 videos tonight. Boy, I can be long-winded, and I hope you can excuse me for that, but it's just I'd really like to get the information out there. So I'll be right back with part 2 of this, okay? Bye.